There are various factors involved here. Of course, people have talked about the bread and butter issues, and the main one that has received a lot of attention is the housing issue. So we know that Hong Kong is the city of coffin homes. It has slums amidst the skyscrapers. It has tiny, tiny flats that are sold at very high prices. So this contributes to a sense of economic malaise that many youngsters feel. But to purely focus on this will be airbrushing the fact that what is happening now is essentially a political crisis. To the young protesters, they are very much seized by the idea that they are fighting for the Hong Kong way of life, Hong Kong values, Hong Kong identity, and even Hong Kong independence. So these are actually sentiments that were already evident during the 2014 Occupy movement. But what has happened since is because that one failed. And so a lot of these young Hong Kongers feel that since a non-violent protest did not succeed in getting them what they want, they might as well just escalate today. I think that one thing that is important to note is that Hong Kong is actually a city that's very much used to protests. You know, protests are very highly choreographed affairs in Hong Kong. You have protest organizers that will apply for permits. They will work out with the police, you know, what routes to take. The police will even, you know, close lanes so that the protest can, you know, go forward. And these had no impact on Hong Kong's economic or social stability whatsoever. In fact, they play a very important role in, you know, offering an outlet for pent-up anger over various issues. So in that sense, there was no problem at all in the past. So 2019 is different. So of course, we now see week after week of protests, the violence is escalating, and the impact on the economy is clear. The forecast for Hong Kong's growth this year has been cut to 0.2, 0.3%. Retail sales are down, visitor numbers are down. I hear that in Causeway Bay, 1 in 10 shops have shuttered because there are no tenants. So that is clear. And as for the social stability, there's another very huge, there's a schism in the society right now. You have families that are fighting over it. You have friendships breaking up. You have, of course, the trust between public and police have been broken. So I think that will be a divide that will be very hard to bridge. So there are already signs that the Hong Kong government is trying to fix the economic problems. For instance, it's tabled a vacancy tax bill, which will force the developers to sell off their empty flats so that they can't hoard them for when market conditions are good. But like I said, this is a political problem and it requires a political solution. And it is actually within the hands of Beijing, and what is unclear is to what extent they will go to mollify the protesters and be seen as rewarding the protesters when they are misbehaving.